Yo, what is up, my Shadow Army? So does I, Shadow Critias, back again with another What If video. So yeah, this is part 3 and the final part of What If Kage Tatsuma joined the Justice Lords. And it's a $50 donation by 212. If you guys have not seen the last 2 parts, go check that out because this will not make any sense to you. So yeah, this is the final part and we're going in depth to the comic version of the Justice Lords from the Justice Lords Beyond, but we're not going to be focusing on, the future timeline of the Justice Lords. We're going to be focusing on what happens after the events from the part 2 of the Justice League animated show. Again, if you haven't seen the last 2 parts, go check that out, because they will not make any sense to you. And me and 212 has been trying to discuss how this will play out and when do they get their powers back. The other members of the Justice Lords who lost their powers, but it's not permanent. So with that out of the way, let's just go and dive into it. There's something I forgot to mention in the last part, that when the Justice Lords returned back and heard from the Justice League that, Lord Superman was about to kill the Flash, which that kind of proves what Kage has said, that the Superman has become, not himself, and he's willing to go that far. And Kage is right, that Superman is willing to kill the good and innocent people if he wanted to, and he has no remorse. So since Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter, and Hawks lost their powers, they won't have it back for the next 5 years. In the comics, it doesn't say how long they lose their powers. They never gave us to specify how long. They said few years or so. That doesn't say. So we're just gonna go it's 5 years, whatever. So we're not going to go straight to 5 years later. No, we're going to go in depth to it. After they returned, and they found out that it was Lord Batman and Kage who freed the Justice Leagues and sent them back to the world to be dealt with. Oh, Superman was pissed and felt of this betrayal from both of them. Batman, he had a feeling he would do something like this. But Kage? I thought he would have more reasonable and understanding of this. But Kage is just so... Oh boy, that's, wow, okay. Kage has his limits. So, they knew Superman was going to be a problem for the next 5 years. And basically, Green Lantern, Hawks, and Martian Manhunter basically kind of reason with Superman. Hey, what they did was right. I think this is our punishment too, that we should learn our lesson here and there. So, Superman is not having it, but he's completely understanding. But at the same time, he is pissed of this betrayal. Even Lady Wonder Woman herself is actually kind of pissed by this. So basically, they have 5 years to get locked up and rethink of what they did until their powers get restored. So after that, Batman and Kage have a lot to do, since they're, the only two are capable in charge, since Batman is, even though he doesn't have superpowers, but his superpower is his brain, his intelligence, his fighting skills. Kage, on the other hand, he has powers, and he could roughly can't take them out if he wanted to, but no. So it's best to let them rethink of their action if they need to be can't speak. That the Justice Lords should be better than this. They still can do what they do, but they need to be better than this. But we all know this ain't gonna go well. That there's going to be a civil war in the next 5 years, so it's better to be prepared. So Batman and Kage had to come up with a plan. Okay, we need to come up with our team to be part of the Justice Lords before this shit goes south. So Batman trying to think of something, but Kage only has few people in mind. Oh boy. So the first person they go to is Kage's mother. So Kage hide his face in the hood and the mask. So they tell him about the whole situation, and Ryuko is wondering why do they want her to join on their side and help them. So Kage reveals his mask, pulled down his hood, and this shocks Ryuko. See, her son is part of the Lords and been doing vigilantes the whole time. So Kage explained the whole thing from the beginning, that he has been on the Justice Lord side for past 2 years prior, and basically tell them about, yeah, the other Lords lost their powers from traveling another dimension, and they don't get their powers back for the next 5 years, which means there's gonna be a civil war on their hands because Superman and Lady Wonder Woman are pissed. So they're gonna need all the help we get, and they're gonna need armies and supporters who on the side of Batman and Kage. Because there are some people do support Kage of his vision about, yeah, we need a peaceful life, no more villains, no more chaos and destruction, none of that. So they need all the help they could get. This kind of hurts that her son is part of this, and she kind of blames it on Bruce to have her son be part of all this, which, hold that thought. But anyway, sorry about that. But yeah, so basically, they decided to, well, they're gonna need a lot of help they can get, which Bruce could understand why Ryuko is kind of upset by this, but Bruce tells her, you could yell at me how much you want, but we need all the help we get, and we only got 5 years to get you and whoever Kage wants to be part of it. So, yeah, that's basically what they're going to do. After having Ryuko on the side, there's someone that Ryuko kind of recommended, and she's actually a friend of hers, and since they kind of locked her up, because, well, how she is, and she doesn't want to retire of being a hero, and Kage knows what her mother referring to. So they head down to, well, Tartarus to get someone, and that person is Mirako. So yeah, Mirako's kind of upset and pissed, but Kage gives her an offer if they wanted to help us and prepare for this war that is about to happen. You be out of here and you be yourself again, all that. So that's what they did, and they only have 5 years. So now they got Mirako on their side. They still need, I would say, 2 more, give or take. And this is where Kage, like, well, there's there's one person I kind of own a favor, actually. So he contacts to this person, and that person is Aizawa. So he explained Aizawa the whole thing, and Aizawa immediately is like, yeah, man, got nothing better to do anyway. So they have Aizawa to be part of it. And the last person, even Bruce knows this, they think they need the former #1 hero, All Might. So they came across this plane and told him the whole situation. They need his help, they need him, and they need him to be that symbol of peace yet again. So All Might turned to his buff form that he hasn't been on this buff form for so long, and he's willing to accept. And they have a lot of years of training to, get back into fighting shape. So that's what they do. So for the past 5 years, 5 years for training and getting one back into shape, while Bruce is trying to build some weapons and also be prepared for Superman, because Superman is the threat, while Kage is trying to get every men and everyone who's going to be part of this war as possible. And none of that, Bruce has been making Cage's new suit similar to Cage's outfit, but more similar to what Batman's wearing in the comic, but more armor-like to Cage's suiting. But also gave Kage a sword, so to speak. When that day comes, Kage sees Bruce gave him a new outfit with a sword. Kage wears it on that he actually likes it. And it's kind of like similar to Batman Beyond, not Batman Beyond, Batman the Arkham version, kind of like the Red Hood outfit. That's basically what it is, but all in black and purple with a new mask, so to speak. And also a weapon that Batman made. Well, it wasn't made by him. It was kind of put it to the side. It was made by Lex Luthor when he was still around. So Kage pulls out the sword out of his sleeve and sees that the blade is green, which is a kryptonite blade. If you guys seen the Justice League, the Dark Apocalyptic War, Lex Luthor did have a lot of weapon based of a kryptonite that to use on Superman. So yeah, and that sword is one of them. So Kage is wondering why does he have this? Just in case if he ever encounters Superman, it's best to use that sword. And since then 5 years happened, Superman, Wonder Woman, Hawks, Martian Manhunter, and Green Lantern regain their powers, and oh boy, shit is going downhill. And Batman and Kage and the group are already prepared for this. And oh boy, here's the downside. Green Lantern, Hawks, and Martian Manhunter, they said they thought about this, and they thought about this really well for the past 5 years. They decided they're going to step this out. They're going to set this out. They don't want to be part of it. They don't want to deal with this no more. So they leave. Martian Manhunter went to the Mars, while Green Lantern and Hawks went to Hawks' home planet, which I can't remember the damn name, honestly. And so now is Kage, Batman, Ryuko, Mirko, Aizawa, and Midnight against Wonder Woman and Superman, along with their armies. So basically, it's gonna be a war. The war is basically intense, and Batman and his team are nearly losing until, well, the Justice League shows up to aid them and realize what the fuck has happened, what the hell is going on. Because they learn, well, thanks for Lex Luthor, that, the Justice Lords not only lost their powers, but they regained their powers back, will regain their powers back for the next few years, aka 5 years. And they, the Justice League decided to help out the leagues as the best they can until they had to return back to their world. But the Wonder Woman, the good Wonder Woman, decided to stay and aid the team, which they boost their strength and their boost their efforts and their strength enough to clearly enough to able to pull it off. And then, so to speak, later on in the war, Wonder Woman and Batman became lovers, like the actual comic, expressed their feeling, etc. Everything goes out as usual. The war breaks out from the comic. It's just a few MHA characters plus Kage is in it, so to speak. So the war kind of goes on the, Lord Superman and Lady Wonder Woman's side. After Superman, since Justice League, Wonder Woman came across Lord Superman and they duke it out. And Batman's hollow cam whatever see that Wonder Woman flew down and wondering, wait, is she okay? What happened? But Cage stopped Bruce and said he'll go investigate. Because this is not right. Something's not right at all. Because Wonder Woman just left not too long ago. How is she able to get there? That doesn't sound right at all. So Cage decided to go investigate and see what was about. See Wonder Woman. And Wonder Woman was like asking, hey, where's Bruce? Like, Cage is like, cut the act. I know that's not the real Wonder Woman. How about you take off that stupid wig, Lady Wonder Woman? So she cuts the act and took off the wig, revealing that is Lady Wonder Woman. Yeah. So basically, Lady Wonder Woman was like, this was supposed to be a trap for Bruce, but killing you would be fun. But Cage was like, I'd like to see you try, bitch. So the fight between Cage and Lady Wonder Woman duke it out. Oh, this fight is not even close. Cage does put up a good fight, but dodging here and there. But he does get his ass beat and about to get killed by Lady Woman until Ryuko comes in and swings Wonder Woman away and tells her to stay away from my son. And before Lady Wonder Woman is about to attack, she gets shot down in electrocution by Batman. So Lady Wonder Woman is out of the commission for a bit. So yeah. So this gives him the edge to victory. And when Superman shows up and sees all this, oh boy. But Superman gets surrounded by everyone. Cage, Batman, Ryuko, Mirko, Aizawa, Wonder Woman, and All Might. Oh, it's gonna be intense. So, yeah, Superman is, basically funked. And Cage was like, hey, Bruce, what do we have a chance against them, all of us together? Pretty much 25%, give or take. So, not much. Do you have a plan? Yeah, I do. But I need y'all to distract them. Alright. You better hurry up, man. So Batman decided to dip while the others are dealing with Superman. And it is a brutal fight, and everyone getting their ass beat. They put up a decent fight. Even All Might is keeping up with Superman. Which is surprising, even though Superman could mollywop All Might. We all know that for damn sure. And with the help of Wonder Woman, the good one. And yeah, until Cage is like, you know what, I said I was going to use this, and if I come across Superman, I might as well use it. So Cage used the Sword of Kryptonite that was made from Lex Luthor, basically injured Superman, like cuts here and there, so to speak, or whatever. And Superman got so pissed, he grabbed the sword, breaks it in half, and sent Cage flying. Injured, but alive. Oh, thank God. But Miracle basically caught him from that. So, yeah. And Superman is not holding back anymore, so he's sending everyone flying, including All Might, who's holding his off as best he can. And Cage just be like, hurry up, Bruce, where the fuck are you? And before Superman's about to finish off All Might, Superman gets punched in the face, send him flying. And Superman sees right in front of him is Bruce in his new Batman outfit, aka Project Beyond, the black and green Kryptonite Batman armor suit, for one purpose: to take out and defeat Superman if he goes rogue. And this is the armor that he been building for years. I forget what year it was, how long he made it, like 37 years he made that? I think it was. I might be wrong. 212. Let me know. Was it 37 years or something along those lines? I can't remember. You mentioned that. I think it was like 37 years. I really don't remember. So the fight between Batman and Superman basically goes out in canon from the comic. Became more brutal, intense battle. Even though Superman has the edge, but Cage still found the broken half sword, which can be a freaking dagger at this point. So he needs to make the final blow, waiting for the right opening to stab Superman on the shoulder to give, Batman the edge to knock him out. So when Cage sees the opening, he grabs the broken sword, jumps on Superman's shoulders, stabs him towards the shoulder, making Superman scream in pain. Cage moves out of the way and ducks, while Batman knocks Superman out cold. Since the blade of kryptonite is still part of his shoulder, kind of makes him weaken, and Batman is completely out cold. So the war is actually over. Batman, Cage, Mirko, Ryuko, Aizawa, and All Might defeated Superman and Lady Wonder Woman. And the armies of Cage and Batman supporters was able to take out Superman and Lady Wonder Woman supporters. So, after the war, everything was back to normal, but there are few things needs to be repaired and rebuilt. And those who are support Batman, support Superman and Lady Wonder Woman were kind of sent to prison permanently, since they kind of supported them and did terrible things by serving them. And speaking of Superman and Lady Wonder Woman, Justice League Wonder Woman sending Lady Wonder Woman to the Astera, I want to say the name, the Amazon, whatever, to basically tell her sister from this world that, she did terrible things, she deserved to be locked up. So that's what they did. So they kind of send Lady Wonder Woman in the deep depth in prison where there's no light. Now for Lord Superman, they basically send him to the Phantom Zone where he can never come back and never come out. So yeah, that's basically what happened, and everything was hands dandy. And some of the Justice characters that I have not seen from the Justice Lords animated show return back to join Batman and Cage, along with some other heroes from Japan that were retired, to come back to be a better heroes than the Justice Lords. But they're still going to call themselves Lords and still rule the world and under their ways, but trying to be better and not be what they were before. So basically, trying to make the hero society under both Cage and Batman's rule, but in a more peaceful manner, and give the people a peaceful life, and treat everyone equally, not, do it with the iron fist. That's what Superman did with the iron fist. So, that's what they did. And Batman and Cage is standing, looking out the window from outer space, since they kind of still have the Justice League's tower or station or whatever, or the Justice Lords, whatever. They kind of look down on Earth, see that everything is going well, everything is going peaceful, and Cage is wondering if Wonder Woman is ever going to return back to her world, which when Batman said she will eventually. And Cage would notice you could cut that out, I see how you and Wonder Woman act. That was a dead giveaway. I see how you two look. So, I'm surprised you haven't had anyone, actually, Cage, with all this going on. Well, actually, I have. I kept my relationship a secret for her protection. Oh? is it that, what was her name again? The visible girl, Hagakure. How did you? You're forgetting. I have my ways. Yeah, Taru Hagakure. Not only is she invisible, but I was able to help her to how to turn on and off her power, so she doesn't stay invisible forever. Plus, before the war, 2 years ago, we got married, and now, before the war started, she's pregnant. I'm gonna be a father. Wow, congrats. I guess the next generation of heroes is happening. Yeah, you could say that. So, basically, Batman and Kage are just standing there looking at the stars and the earth, that the future of heroes and the future of the Justice Lords is the great hands under Kage and Batman to make the world a better place, peaceful, and not with the iron fist. And that's the end of this what if scenario of if Kage Tatsuma joined the Justice Lords. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I wish I could have done better. I feel like I was rushing it a bit because I just want to get this out of the way and be done as possible. And I hope this kind of satisfied 212 as I can and potential doing, because my throat is kind of a little bit dry. I'm talking so fast. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Links to my other channel, my social media will be down below the description box. If you guys want to donate to support the channel and any video requests to be done for y'all, make sure you guys to donate to my Cash App and my PayPal. All that will be down below the description box and in my bio on my channel for donation for supporting or requesting videos to be done for y'all. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Kneel before Critias, and I'll see you guys later.